you probably wouldn't think of it on a picture-perfect summer beach day like today, but 40 years ago, this coastline was pummeled by a Category 1 hurricane. It's estimated that the tropical depression that became Gloria formed on September 16, 1985, near Cape Verde, off the coast of Africa. As the storm moved northwest, the National Hurricane Center issued hurricane warnings for the east coast of the United States, from South Carolina to Maine. I was 6 years old and living in the coastal neighborhood of Parkwood Beach in Wareham, Massachusetts, when I first heard my parents chatting with neighbors about an approaching hurricane. As Gloria moved north, it reached peak intensity as a Category 4 hurricane about 930 miles southeast of Cape Hatteras in North Carolina. As Gloria scraped the Outer Banks of North Carolina and made its way toward Long Island, New York, and Connecticut, hundreds of thousands of people evacuated from their coastal homes. This is where my brief memories of Gloria fit in. I remember the sound of a loudspeaker on a truck passing by our house telling everyone in the neighborhood to evacuate as soon as possible, and we headed to my grandparents' house near Boston, which was far inland from the ocean. Hurricane Gloria made landfall on the south coast of Massachusetts on September 27, 1985. Thankfully, the storm didn't coincide with a high tide. This lucky break is what saved my neighborhood and many others from the worst possible outcome. As a Category 1 storm, many coastal communities saw damage from wind and rain, with lots of power outages. When we returned home, we drove down to the beach and saw where the water came up across the road, but it never made it to the homes there. Thankfully, everybody was safe. It could have been so much worse. That's why it's so important to remain vigilant. You could start by making a family emergency plan. You could put together an emergency kit. You could check your phone to make sure you have all your emergency alerts turned on. You could check online to see if you live in a flood zone or a hurricane evacuation zone. You want to make sure that you're preparing for power outages. MEMA has lots of safety tips available on its website. Thank you, and stay safe out there.